Well, one of these things does not look like the other. Dalen, what are you doing out here today? I mean, you know, what made you want to go out for football and just add so much of a different dynamic to this team? I mean, speedy, tall receiver has been kind of, you know, it's few and far between, but you're a guy that can go up. You can dunk. I mean, kind of what made you want to go out?
Really, I wanted to play with my friends. It's my last year. And for basketball, I mean, really, I just get in shape and enjoy it, have fun.
And, you know, you made one of the highlight catches where you were just trying to keep it in the air, kind of. What was your football background before this, and kind of has it been a steep learning curve so far?
The last time I played football was in the 8th grade. I didn't play very much, but, you know, we're here now. And
why are we talking to this guy?
But no, you're talking about last time you played, but you played basketball before a little bit, but not a little bit, but you know what I mean. But I mean, what's the adjustments been like for you?
It's definitely a lot different from basketball practice, football practice, but it's fun.
And when you have something that's where you know you're colliding heads with the guy, I mean, not to say that the brothership in basketball is any less, but I mean, what's it like that it's way more physically intent? There's way more physical intentions in between every play. I mean, what's that like? How do you think that kind of bonds you, especially right now?
I mean, it just helps you out for basketball. You can't be weak. You just got to be tough and get the job done.
Absolutely. And Caden, you know, I'd seen you guys run a lot with the run prior, but you know, what was it like to get out here and air the ball out today a little bit?
It's fun. I mean, whenever you get the opportunities to come out here, and you know, we don't get many chances, so you know, you got to make them count.
And you're another guy which, you know, year by year, you know, your responsibilities, kind of your role on the team just keeps increasing and increasing and increasing. Tell me a little bit about this year, because I know you're going to play some linebacker a little bit, but
well, no, they actually switched me.
Oh, really?
At the end now.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's nice being able to come out here and, you know, help out the team, just do your job, you know what I mean?
And that switch going from just trying to find a hole and shoot through it to now you're almost reverse offensive lineman where you're trying to make a hole for some people to shoot through. What's that change been like for you so far?
Well, I mean, at linebacker, I mean,
You're good. No worries, man.
Well, I mean, it's just a completely different change. I mean, you know, but at lineman now you can kind of see, you know, what you're trying to do for the guys behind you and help them out.
Absolutely. And how'd you feel about getting out there tonight, you know, just in front of all these people?
It's nice, you know, getting a crowd behind you once again and, you know, getting used to that.
And Malachi, one guy that's not making a change, because, man, you were tearing it up last year, but, I mean, you know, what's it like coming out here this year? Do you feel like since you've been through a year of it, you know, you raise your expectations for yourself, or do you just think everyone's got higher expectations for this year?
Just come out here with these guys and just practice. I'm glad to be out here with them.
Absolutely. And, you know, this line, it's new, but, man, you guys got some real size on you. It's almost one of those things you got to do a double take. I mean, what's it like coming in here where everyone's so big right now?
Oh, it feels great. You just got to be tough for real and just play your role.
And tonight, you know, once again, run blocking and pass blocking. I mean, it is night and day, the steps you got to take. What's it like incorporating more of that passing offense into the offense every single week?
It's all right. I mean,
you've done it before, right?
Yeah,
All right, and one more question, which is, you know, you always talk about having cohesion at the right time, especially at the offensive line. How do you think you guys are right now, considering there's a lot of new guys stepping in?
We still have some improvement, but I feel like we can get there and be good.
And one more question to all three of you guys, which is, you know, you get to pop someone for real next week. You know, it's one of those things where you get to kind of test yourself a little bit. Everyone knows it's still that evaluation phase, but how do you feel about going into next week's Jamboree?
I'm excited. You know, it's always good to go out there and hit someone that's, you know, not your own teammate. But
what do you think?
It'll be fun, interesting with what's going on and what he's done on the field.
Absolutely. And Malachi, once again,
What do you put some people on their butts?
Well, hey, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. You know, it was a time where you got to show the audience an aspect that a lot of people don't get. It's almost like going to Chiefs training camp with the Cameron edition. What was it like just getting out in front of these people tonight?
It was good. It was good for our kids. You know, tonight was kind of our last night of camp. We had a practice, about a 2.5-hour practice this morning. Just wanted to do an hour tonight with some folks in the stands, get that kind of the kinks out of the way. It's been a little bit for some of them. So put the ball in the air probably more than we ever will, maybe the whole season, but it's good. You know, folks want to see that. So I told the kids this morning, tonight's it's a practice for us. You know, there's folks there, but let's stay focused. Let's still get better. So I was pleased.
And with us, you know, one of the things you saw it today in NFL preseason, which is players get hurt early. You know, do you think one of these things where instead of going out there and giving it your all, you know, is it one of those things where you're just trying to save yourself for when it really matters? Or is it one of those things where, you know, it's just a different style of practice and, you know?
Been doing this long enough, I don't think it matters. If it's your time to get injured, you get injured. I've seen it where kids are getting injured in a walkthrough. I had a big old lineman at Missouri Western once sprain an ankle walking across campus to a walkthrough. I wasn't even practicing, we lost him. Seen kids get hurt in full speed, so I don't really stress it, you know, when it comes, we practice. Like tonight, we were still full speed. We don't bang each other up ever, so it's, you know, but yeah, we're just practicing.
Absolutely, and you know, once again tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but next Friday. I'm sorry, a week ahead here. But you know, when you're inviting now, what all schools are going to be out here?
I think it's going to be Lawson, East Buck, and Savannah.
Okay.
And us, obviously.
So, you know, some pretty tough teams. I mean, but once again, it's an evaluation phase for a lot of this. It's a lot of, you know, working in plays. Some plays might not even be in the playbook till the end of the season. So kind of how do you handle these things?
For us, like, we haven't even posted the 2 deep yet in the locker room. So we're still evaluating kids and positions. So I tell our kids, you know, next Friday, it's just another opportunity to practice. We'll probably put the game unis on it. Gentlemen, we're just practicing with game stuff on. So to me, it's just let's get reps, let's get better, and let's just do what we do. I mean, I don't know if you know, you probably don't know this about me yet, but we're not going to put in a whole bunch of plays either side of the foot. We're going to do what we do. I want to be really, really good and really efficient at the few things that we do, understand why we do them and how we do them, and then the fixes for each side of the ball. Everybody holds their breath at Jamboree. I've been holding my breath for 4 years. Everybody holds their breath at Jamboree. You go out, play hard, hope and pray, and when it's done, goodness, you're hoping everybody's clean and let's go home.
Absolutely. And so one more question, which is, you mentioned evaluations, players going up and down the depth chart. You know, do you feel like you're getting a better idea, or is it one of those things where any time in the season someone can go up or down? I mean, kind of how does this work for you?
Our program's built on competition and earning everything. So it's, I talk with Alec all the time. If Alec doesn't get the job done, he won't be QB1 the next day. Our kids earn points, they earn jersey numbers, everything here is earned. So nothing's guaranteed to them. So they know that. I've been preaching that since day one. So we kind of have an idea at some spots. Some spots are still battles. I think we feel pretty good about most of the ones, both sides of the ball. It's those twos, you know, it's those kids that might be on the close. So there's some close battles there. We've got a pretty good battle at wide receiver. Alec, you want to come get in instead of, come on. Alec, what happens? We used to be our starting quarterback if you make a whole bunch of mistakes and start goofing off?
I get pulled.
Okay, see ya. So they're getting the hang of it.
Bye, guys.
They're getting the hang of it. So it's everything here is earned. So the kids are getting how we do things program-wise. So like I said, there's a little movement, but there probably won't be a ton of movement based on next Friday.
All right. Well, no, that's all I got.